Welcome to another episode of The Story Behind the Car. We're with Neal Vance. And Neal has a 67 Pontiac GTO. And how long have you owned it, Neal?
41 years.
And can you hold the microphone a little closer?
41 years.
41 years. Yeah. And you said you bought it with?
My enlistment bonus into the Marine Corps.
Holy cow. So you went into the Marine Corps, they gave you a bonus, you turned around and bought this car.
Yeah. I was stationed in San Diego and started searching, and I found it there from the original owner.
Wow. So you bought it 41 years ago, and then you restored it, you said?
In 2013.
13. I'm going to walk around, and can you tell us about the vehicle? And you restored it. So when you bought it, what condition was it in?
It was in really good condition. It was a little faded. The top was a little crispy from sitting in the San Diego sun.
Yes.
The original owner had it underneath the carport, and I harassed him for months before I finally, I guess, won him over, and we came to an agreement for $1,500. He felt bad for me and he said, well, you know, it needs tires and it needs this and it needs that. And I said, yeah, but I think I can afford $1,500. Well, when I showed up, he said he felt so bad for me, he put a new set of tires on it before I picked it up.
So new tires and $1,500.
$1,500. And then I ran the hell out of it for years, just having fun.
Yes.
And as you get older, you acquire a little bit of money, and you can finally afford to do it the way you'd always dreamed it would be.
So you went in the Marine Corps in what, 82?
In 81.
81?
Yeah.
I graduated high school in 81. Yeah. And this is the original engine?
Original engine, original pretty much everything, but it's all been overhauled.
Yes.
It was a complete frame off, tear down. The car was scattered all over the Midwest for about a year and a half.
And is that the original motor as well?
It is.
Yeah.
Original color.
An original AC car?
Original AC car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Diego, the weather's beautiful, but it does get hot there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The car had very little rust on it, so it didn't take much.
And those wheels are not original.
They're not original, but they look a lot like it.
Yeah, original style. Yeah.
I have the original, so if I want to put the car back stock looking, I've got a gang box full of the parts still.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I modified it a little bit. The suspension a little nicer. It drives a whole lot nicer than it did when it was new.
And so I see it's an automatic, but it's got a unique stick.
It's called a his and hers. It was an advertisement back in the day that on the one side you would pull it back, push it over, and then you could run through the gears like it was a stick.
Yes.
And then on the other side, it was supposedly for the wife to drive it in a normal way.
Yeah.
It was just a way for a guy to try to sell the car to his wife when it was new. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and who the hell needs permission from your wife when you're buying a vehicle? Your wife is right behind us.
No. A lot of times these guys, they need the permission to buy a car back in the day.
Yeah, and still do. A lot of guys do, yeah.
Especially if it's not for a purpose, you know.
Yeah.
If it's a fun toy, then yeah, and you're going to spend a lot of money on it.
And so that's the original tach.
No, actually, the tach it was an original option to the car, so I added it. That was added to the car.
Okay.
Yeah. I only added a few things during the restoration. I added headrest, which for safety reasons.
Yes.
Years ago, I had been rear-ended, and my head got wrapped around the back of the seat. And I thought, if you can add a headrest for safety, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And any future plans at all?
No.
Drive the hell out of it.
Drive the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And my family knows if something is to happen to me, it's to be sold, because none of them son of a bitches can take care of it. So,
now, did they get the money?
yeah, if there's anything left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Holy cow, it is really a beautiful car, Neal.
Yeah.
And the engine bay is so nicely detailed.
Well, me and Rich Muter, he's a car builder, happens to live in my neighborhood, and we did some trading. I added on to his building, and he provided the labor that I couldn't do.
Yeah.
But when it came to all the hours and hours of standing at the sand blasting cabinet, doing all of the grunt work.
Yes.
Yeah. Because otherwise I couldn't have afforded it.
Yeah. I have a 61 Chevy stepside that I'm doing, and I've been sandblasting. I'm used to that cabinet.
Endless hours.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing it to us, Neal. We really appreciate it and love the story behind the car.
Oh, I appreciate it too.
Thank you again.